channel. Today we have an incredible topic that every coin collectors need to know about. We are here to reveal 15 exclusive coins that you should never ever part ways with. These rare gems are collector's dream and hold immense value in the numismatic world. So hit that subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 15. This is 1949S Roosevelt dime in MS67 Plus condition with full bands, attractively toned high-end gem. The 1949S dime has the second lowest mintage for Roosevelt dimes of all dates and mints during the Silver series, and it was immediately targeted by speculators for hoarding. Their efforts were moderately successful and the supply of mint state coins is adequate to the demand. The huge certified population, even in higher grades, reflects a continued interest in the premium issue. This gem was sold for $1,020. Number 14. Here is 1949 Lincoln Cent in MS67 Plus red condition, top grade registry candidate. This spot-free superb gem red 1949 Lincoln Cent ranks as one of the finest pieces certified in red category. Eye appeal is excellent. It was sold for $1,980 on July 21st, 2023. Number 13. This is 1909 SVDB Lincoln Cent in MS64 red and brown condition, an eminently collectible example of this popular first year and 1 year type coin. Glowing mint red color is overlaid by just the slightest hint of chestnut brown. The devices are sharply defined and problem-free, complementing pleasant satin mint luster. Sold on July 21st, 2023 for $3,600. Number 12. Here is rare 1949S Franklin half dollar in MS68 condition. The 1949S Franklin half dollar claims a relatively small mintage of 3.7 million pieces, and the issue is prime condition rarity in grades above MS67, with or without full bell lines. Most mint state examples show subdued mint set toning, but serious specialist Rick Tomaska notes attractive multicolored pieces are extremely scarce and rarely encountered. It ended up selling for $3,720. Number 11. 1915 Lincoln Cent in PR65 red and brown condition. According to Heritage Auctions website, this is a fully struck, mud-proof with luminous original surfaces. Chestnut brown, orange, and green hues adorn each side, with only a few microscopic flecks visible beneath the loop. The 1915 boasts a small mintage of 1,150 pieces, the second lowest mintage among the proof Lincoln cents. It was sold on July 21st, 2023 for $3,840. Number 10. 1916 Mercury dime in extremely fine 40 condition. This first year key is typically only seen in well circulated grades, with occasional mint state piece appearing at auction. Extremely fine and about uncirculated representatives are seldom offered. This piece shows just slight wear, with natural pewter gray and golden hues over each side. The mint mark is clear and the central devices are well defined. It ended up selling for $5,880. Number 9. This is 1946 S Washington quarter in MS68 condition. Approaching perfection, this tantalizing smooth 46S quarter does not reveal so much as a single trivial detraction. Potent frosty luster is very much in evidence, however the beautiful toning in orange, gold, royal purple and silver rose colors is simply exquisite. A high-grade example that ended up selling for $7,200. Number 8. Here is 2000 P Sacagawea dollar with rare mint error, so-called wounded eagle variety, graded in mint state 68 by PCGS. Massive die gouge pierces the eagle's midsection. This is interesting cherry picker's guide variety. This is one of the top examples, certified, and only the second MS68 offered at Heritage. Each side is nearly flawless, with bright lemon gold color and cartwheel luster. It was sold for $7,200. Number 7, 1917 S Lincoln Center MS65 Plus red condition, outstanding preservation and eye appeal. For this conditionally challenging issue, dressed in a vivid rose-orange mint color, both sides are further adorned with full satin luster, sharply to fully struck throughout with an impressively smooth appearance that would please even the most discerning collectors. According to Stacksbauer's website, the 1917 S is scarce at lower mid-state levels and rare with quality shown here. Number 6, 1924 Lincoln Center MS67 red condition, an enchanting piece with delightful golden red color and shimmering mint frost highlights flawlessly clean surfaces. It was sold for $9,400. Number 5, here is 1922 No-D Lincoln Center in AU58 condition. Diaper 2 denotes a strong reverse variety for the 1922 No-D scent, which is the most sought after variation of the guidebook variety. The No-D scent is a major rarity in red or red and brown condition, leaving most collectors to seek attractive brown coins, such as current CAC example. The reverse is sharp as the die pair 2 designation requires, while the obverse shows the diagnostic die weakness. Number 4, this is 2000 P Sacagawea dollar struck on a cent planchet graded in MS67 red condition by NGC. The dollar strike is flush with the upper obverse and lower reverse borders, and all major design elements are at least partially discernible except for the legend United States of America on the reverse, which is mostly off the planchet, satiny bright pinkish red surfaces with razor sharp detail to all features that are present. It was sold for $22,800. Number 3, here is 1954 S Jefferson Nickel and MS66 condition with full steps. A very rare date with a full steps designation, very well struck. All of Monticello's steps are fully separated and defined. Likewise, all other details of Jefferson's beloved home are crisply rendered. As expected for a very high grade coin, the surfaces are boldly lustrous with only few microscopic marks. It was sold for $30,550. Number 2, this is 1943 Lincoln Cent overstruck on a 1943 Mercury dime. This intriguing and rare double denomination error is ranked number 39 in popular reference 100 greatest US error coins. Portions of all 4 digits in the date for the Mercury dime are discernible within the lower portion of the right wheat ear. It was sold for $33,600. And the number 1 here is vividly toned 1932 S Washington Quarter in mid-state 66. The 1932 S Quarter has the honor of being the lowest mintage circulating issue of this coin era. According to NGC, the number coined is fairly close to the mintage of 1932 D quarters, as neither coin was needed in commerce at that time. The mint struck just enough to provide collectors with 3 mint sets plus an additional quantity to foil speculators. It was sought at the time that 400,000 coins was mintage that could never become rare. But rapid expansion of the coin collecting hobby after the mid-1930s soon prompted the hoarding of both 1932D and 1932S quarters in all grades. This true rarity was bargained for $32,625. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. See you in the next episode. Welcome to our channel where we uncover hidden treasures and share valuable insights. Today we present to you 15 rare coins that you should preserve in 2023. So hit the subscribe button below and let's get rolling. Number 15. This is 1954 proof Washington quarter in PR60 deep cameo condition. It is considered a rare and valuable coin. PR stands for proof, indicating that the coin was specially struck for collectors using polished dies and planchets, resulting in a high-quality finish with frosted devices and mirrored fields. Deep cameo refers to the sharp contrast between the frosted design elements and the mirrored background, making the details stand out prominently. This collector's item ended up selling for $1,440 on July 23, 2023. Number 14. Here is undated Sacagawea dollar with very peculiar mint error. Coin is double struck, second strike significantly off-center, creating duplicated image of Sacagawea's baby and right half of her bust. Some iridescent hues are evident at borderlines of both strikes. Graded in mint state 65, this gem was sold for $1,920. Number 13. Moving on with his 1937 Washington quarter in MS67 plus condition. CAC proven superb gem with 90% silver content and attractive tones around the lower and upper flanks. Additionally, the CAC label indicates that the coin has been verified and approved by Certified Acceptance Corporation, an independent company that evaluates PCGS and NGC graded coins for quality and originality. CAC approval adds to the coin's desirability and market value. It was sold for $2,040. Number 12. 1971 Jefferson nickel was missing mint mark S. Graded as PR69 cameo by NGC, a valuable and sought-after coin among collectors. Newest variety refers to an error in which the San Francisco Mint failed to add the mint mark S. This occurred during the production of proof coins, which are specially made for collectors with polished dies and planchets to achieve a mirrored finish with frosted devices. This gem fetched a sum of $2,100 on July 23, 2023. Number 11. 1936 proof Lincoln Cent with brilliant finish, graded as PR66 red by NGC. After a 2-decade hiatus, proof Lincoln Cent production resumed in 1936. Proof struck early in the year had a satin finish, while later in 1936 a brilliant finish was implemented. The fields displays a mirrored surface, familiar to modern collectors though without cameo frost on the portrait. Spot-free specimens, such as present coin, are elusive, particularly with attractive rose red and sea green hues. It was sold on July 21, 2023 for $2,640. Number 10. Here is 1941 D Jefferson nickel in MS68 condition with 5 full steps on reverse. The 1941 D, like many Jefferson nickels, is plentiful in general. However, it becomes a major condition rarity in the higher full steps grades. This enchanting example displays pristine mint luster cast in a delicate iridescent toning. The strike is sharp and neither side has a single notable abrasion. It ended up selling for $3,000. Number 9. Here is 2018 P Roosevelt dime in MS60 condition. An error coin struck on 98% iron foreign planchet. A clad dime has an expected weight of 2.27 grams. A predominantly steel planchet, presumably made for a coinage in an unknown foreign country, ended up between Roosevelt dimes. As one might expect from an undersized planchet, the strike is soft at the borders and centers. The gunmetal gray and olive brown surfaces are smooth except for a few hair-thin obverse marks. It ended up selling for $2,160. Number 8, a registry grade example of Washington quarter, 1960 quarter dollar in MS67 plus condition. This is a condition census example of the 1960 Washington quarter being tied with 4 other plus graded superb gems for the second finest at PCGS. Expectedly, satiny luster characterizes each side with lemon gold border toning and a few russet flecks. The strike is sharp and neither side exhibits bothersome abrasions. It was sold for $3,000. Here is a vividly toned 1966 Canadian Elf dollar graded in mint-date 67 plus by PCGS. The regular issue 1966 Canadian Elf dollar is scarce in MS66 and rare any finer. This superb gem is an essential acquisition for advanced registry collection. The strike is bold throughout and the surfaces yield undisturbed satiny luster. Both sides show large areas of crimson violet, spruce green, and sun gold toning. It was sold for $4,320. Number 6, 1968 S. Lincoln cent struck on a Costa Rican 5 centavos planchet impressed into a verse of a cent planchet. According to Numista, 4.84 million Costa Rican 5 centavos were struck at the San Francisco Mint in 1968. Those coins were dated 1967 and struck in stainless steel with weight of 0.875 grams and a diameter of 14.92 millimeters. Bronze Lincoln cents have a statutory weight of 3.11 grams, thus a combined weight of a bronze Lincoln cent and a 1967 Costa Rican 5 centavos should be 3.88 grams, similar to the weight stated on the insert. A Costa Rican 5 centavos planchet inadvertently ended up in a bin of cent planchets and was fed together with a cent planchet between 1968 S cent dies. This rarity was sold for $6,300. Number 5, 1942 D Washington quarter in MS68 condition. The Washington quarter struck prior to the mid-1990s are common in MS68 PCGS holders. The 1942 D is a good representation of rarity of these coins, surviving the extent of just 6 coins in this grade at PCGS with another 4 at NGC. According to Heritage, this example displays near flawless satiny mint luster and a bold strike. Original multicolored toning adorns each side. Sold on July 21, 2023 for $6,300. Another vividly toned quarter dollar 1951 S Washington quarter in MS68 condition. This San Francisco issue is fundamentally similar to most other Washington quarters of 1950s, being common in just about any grade desired. Yet it is also similar to many other dates, in that it is conditionally rare in the top grade of MS68, the grade most desired by serious registry collectors, and grade most infrequently seen. The present coin is deeply toned with original mottled multicolored toning and frosty untouched luster complements well-defined motifs. It was sold for $7,800. Number 3, 1942 Mercury dime struck on Ecuadorian 5 centavos planchet, graded in MS62 condition with full bands by NGC. A well-centered wrong planchet strike showing some weakness around the portions of the rings where the planchet failed to fill the dies, but generally sharp throughout the interior with excellent full bands definition. Each side has uniform olive brass and golden orange hues with satiny luster. Minimal abrasions are seen. Sold on July 20, 2023 for $11,400. Number 2. 1940 Jefferson nickel with reverse of 1938. The reverse of 1938 is identified by the mushy steps of Monticello, contrasting with the reverse of 1940, which has sharply defined individual steps. The reverse of 1938 variety is by far the rarer of the two in proof format, being scarce in any grade and rare at superb gem level. This PR68 coin is one of just 9 pieces in this grade, at PCGS and NGC combined, making it tied for the finest. It was sold for $11,700 on July 20, 2023. Number 1. 1914D Lincoln Cent in MS66 red condition. Best in handsome medium rose luster, this premium quality gem is a remarkable survivor of the key date 1914D Lincoln Cent. The surfaces are temptingly close to pristine with an overall matte-like, highly appealing texture. Fully struck and very attractive, this coin is definitely a highlight of Lincoln Cent offerings. A scattering of original patina in the right-of-verse fields contributes additional character. It was sold for $40,800. Thank you for joining us on the numismatic journey. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Until next time, and happy collecting. Hey coin collectors, welcome back to COİN. Today we are going to take a closer look at 16 rare coins you should know about. So hit subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 16, 1990s Washington Quarter with double die obverse, graded as PR70 Deep Cameo by PCGS. A top of a pop condition rarity. Strong doubling is apparent on the date and the mint mark. And this silver example is every bit as pristine as the grade implies. It was sold for $7,050. Number 15, 1999, the Roosevelt Dime Broad Struck on a cent planchet. Incredible error coin in MS64 brown condition, a dramatic error that accentuates the fact that the planchet was incorrect by the broad-struck features. The devices are generally sharp, although some of the peripheral lettering displays the distortions caused by expansion of the planchet during the strike. Traces of zinc alloy are seen in a few places on the obverse and the reverse. It ended up selling for $7,500. Number 14, 1928 S Lincoln Cent in MS65 Plus red condition. The numerical grade 65 Plus is assigned to coins by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, and it denotes a coin that is in superb condition with only minor imperfections. The red designation in the grade refers to the color of the coin. Lincoln Cents were initially made with a composition of 95% copper, giving them a distinctive red color when newly minted. Over time, copper coins tend to oxidize and develop a brown color, so coins in red condition have retained much of their original copper luster. This red gem ended up selling for $7,594.88 with buyer's fee. Number 13, this is 2000 P Sacagawea dollar coin struck on a Washington Quarter planchet, graded in mint state 67 by PCGS. Radiant, brilliant luster illuminates unabraded surfaces on this piece, with sharp central devices and strong cartwheel bands on each side. The rims are not fully defined, as is a byproduct of the smaller quarter planchet. The strike is well centered. It fetched a sum of $7,800 at auction. Number 12, this is 1940 Lincoln Cent in MS68 red condition. The standard 1940 wheat cent issued from either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mint is in standard condition not worth very much. In average conditions, the D and S mint mark versions are worth slightly more than those with no mint mark. As with other wheat cent specimens, the 1940 cents color matters. The red versions of these coins are worth more than the red, brown, and brown. When it comes to grade, anything above MS67 is considered scarce and valuable. This MS68 gem ended up selling for $7,931.25 with buyer's fee. Number 11, here is 1951 Washington Quarter in MS68 condition. This otherwise brilliant example exhibits blushes of intense orange copper iridescence at the right reverse border, and especially over the right third of obverse. A wisp or two of color extends towards the left border on the former side. The silky smooth surfaces are frosty and sharply struck throughout with extraordinary quality and eye appeal. It was sold for $8,400. Number 10, 1965 Kennedy $1 in MS67 Plus condition. a truly astounding example notable for its superior preservation and remarkable patina. The toning is dynamic and jewel-like, glowing with blended shades of iridescent antique gold, powder blue, and salmon pink that sees the most vivid colors confined to the peripheries. The surfaces are intensely lustrous with fully frosted, silky smooth texture. It ended up selling for $9,000. Number 9, 1954 Franklin half dollar from so-called Bugs Bunny variety, graded in Mint State 67 with full bell lines by PCGS and proven by CAC. The Bugs Bunny variety comprises a small portion of the surviving 1954 Franklin half dollar population. Lovely lavender, blue, gold, and cottonwood green toning adorns each side with frosty luster shining through. The preservation is nearly flawless. It was sold for $9,600. Number 8. This is 1982 D small date Lincoln cent struck on a bronze planchet, graded as AU58 by NGC. It is sharply struck and minimally braided with medium to deep walnut brown toning. Due to the rising cost of copper, cents transitioned from bronze to copper-plated zinc during 1982. The quality of strikes declined and modifications were made to the obverse legends, including the date, to allow faster press production of zinc cents. At Denver, the small date subtype was introduced after the remaining bronze planchets were coined. Any surviving 1982D small date bronze cents are transitional alloy errors, cousins to the famous 1943 bronze cents. It was sold for $10,800. Number 7, 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition. A 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition is considered to be high-grade coin, indicating that it is in exceptional condition with only minor imperfections. The Plus designation is often given to the coins that exhibit superior eye appeal or strike quality, making them even more desirable to collectors. As for the value of 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition, it can be quite valuable. However, the exact value will depend on several factors, including the current market demand, the specific coin's eye appeal, and the overall population of coins graded at that level or higher. This gem, for example, ended up selling for $15,750 with buyer's fee. Number 6. This is 2000 Lincoln cent struck on a 2000 New Hampshire quarter, graded in MS64 condition by PCGS. Remnants of undertype are visible within the Lincoln cent strike, surrounded by the quarter-dollar periphery. The cent strike is well-centered, unsinkable error coins that fetched the sum of $19,200 at auction. Number 5, 1957 Lincoln cent in MS67 Plus red condition. A conditionally scarce superb gem, red example of this late wheat cent issue, rare in this grade with PCGS Plus designation. Luster is frosty and vibrant, yielding rich copper orange and rose red hues with no carbon spotting. Strike sharpness is similarly impressive. It was sold for $20,400. Number 4, 1945 D Washington Quarter in MS68 condition. The peripheries are splashed with vivid multicolored toning that gives way to a softer powder blue and antique silver iridescence in the centers, smooth enough to please even the most discerning numismatists. It was sold for